Hi love, so today we're going to be doing this natural glam, so keep watching if you want to see how I achieved it. We're also going to chat a little bit and discuss some really essential things for the new year, just between us girls, okay? Come on. I'm going to use this, the e.l.f. Halo Glow, just to give a soft, light, glowy coverage. And I don't really use a lot of product in the areas where I don't need it, in areas that are already more even. Then I'm going to use my beauty sponge. And while I blend, I want to talk to my girlies, my women who are watching and who are entering 2025, putting themselves first. Although I feel like the real new year is when spring begins. This is typically when a lot of people make some changes to their lifestyle and or their mindset. So it can be a good time to talk about it. I am still a teenager, but I will be entering my 20s soon. And I choose to have some grace with myself with any choices that I've made, because I'm young. So I know I have room to grow, and anyone does at any age, but especially people with less life experiences maybe make some more mistakes, but I've learned a lot from them. And something I've really learned from is other women. My whole life I valued female friendships very deeply. They have been very healing, supportive, and lovely for me. I feel like beyond blessed for the women I have in my life. And also I've learned a lot from women on the internet, because you may have noticed like an uptick in content encouraging women to really not just know, but operate in a way that reflects and protects their value. And although different methods work for different people, I think the general message of what mindset women should have is a more healthy one. Because as a woman, you have the power to literally create life. Whether or not you choose to use it, it's still something very sacred, and it automatically makes you deserving of all the comfort and luxuries and love that you may desire. And it's important to start by giving it to yourself first. And the thing is, the more attention you give to yourself, the more magnetic you're going to be, and the more people are going to want your attention and your presence. But in order to maintain that bubble you have created for yourself, you have to continue to take time for yourself and to say no sometimes. Some of the best advice that I hear is, if you ask for something from somebody and they say no, they are going to leave you alone and make space for someone else to give it to you. Okay? And sometimes we don't know why we want things. And it's good to examine where the desire is coming from. But if it's something that really comes from us, then there's a reason that you're attracted to it. There's a reason you're attracted to a certain lifestyle, certain material, certain ways of living, certain kinds of people. And if you know that your intentions behind wanting it are pure, or they're just aligned with who you are, then it means that you're meant to have it. Also, as a woman, your greatest achievement is being you. You don't have to accomplish anything before you feel worthy. The days of explaining to people why you have certain standards and certain requirements are over. You have to be selective about what energy you let into your life. If you really cultivate your own energy, you really take care of yourself, you can't let anything enter. They have to be bringing something positive. It's okay to want to receive, to want to relax, to want to enjoy life. Me getting on here and making these videos is something I enjoy. I enjoy relaxing people, and I enjoy relaxing myself, and I enjoy doing my makeup and saying my affirmations. If you really want to transform your life, that's something you are interested in. You have to be so delusional about not just your circumstances and the physical reality around you, but about who you are becoming and who you are. You have to wake up as her, carry yourself as her, think as her. And when people try to bring you back to your old self, there's a reason certain people may try to do that, because maybe they could get what they wanted from her easier. But we're not worried about that. We're worried about what we want and how we're going to get it by who we are. And speaking of who you are, it's not just about who you are, but what you are. I believe that, women should claim themselves to be queens, but beyond that, women are goddesses, women are divine. If you ever feel bad for receiving or for asking for certain things as a woman, I want you to think about it as goddesses in certain religions or traditions. When people want abundance, when people are praying for certain things, they may give offerings to goddesses, things that they know that they like to please them, because then in return they will be blessed. So when someone makes an offering to you, when someone gives you, when someone helps you, in return they are being blessed by your presence, your gratitude, your joy, your beauty, your natural connection to abundance. And for those of us who are very giving, think about how you would want someone close to you or in your life to be treated. Your mom, your sisters, your friends. And then realize that if you really wish them to be treated this way and to know this about their worth, they have to see it reflected in you. A lot of women in my lives, their mindset changed and their lives changed, and it happened in conjunction with me changing and me practicing what I preach. And also realize that other people's actions, their mistreatment, does not reflect on you. It's a reflection of how they feel about themselves or life in general. And maybe at that time, or maybe they are just simply incapable of meeting your requirements, giving you the treatment that you deserve. But it doesn't mean that you change yourself or you lower yourself. You keep treating yourself the way that you desire, and you move on, and you attract someone better who's going to match your energy. Wow, I'm obsessed. And when it comes to how you treat yourself, it's also important to consider your environment. Having items around you that make you feel what you want to feel, that make you feel luxurious, beautiful, sacred, all of these things. Like, for example, I've been moving around a lot, but when I was more settled in this apartment I really loved, my bathroom was beautifully decorated. I had flowers, pictures, nice things. I have this spray. It says Goddess. Things to just remind you that this is your sanctuary. Everything around you is luscious. You can use what you have. You can use the budget that you have. You can make it work. You can always make it work. Because if you use what you have and you act like you already have maybe what's not right now in front of you in the physical realm, it's going to come to you because it exists, and it exists for you. And you want it for a reason, and if you simply match that vibration and you take steps towards being the person who would obtain that and who would attract that. I saw more changes to my life the more changes I made to my mentality than any steps outside of me, because once you change your mentality, you're automatically going to take those steps. If you're familiar with the power of suggestion. Ooh, your girl has blush blindness, but it's okay. Ooh, okay. If you're familiar with the power of suggestion, I can't with this. If you're familiar with the power of suggestion, it's suggesting things to somebody and them doing it. So, yes, you can suggest specific actions and you can use it on yourself. But beyond suggesting specific actions, you can suggest that you have certain habits, certain ways of doing life, certain traits. Okay. Like, you would feel and look so good if you had a gym routine or a weekly fitness routine. Or you're the type of girl who always prioritizes herself and only think about and focus on what you want. Especially focus on it and visualizing it when you're feeling good. And then it's okay to let it go. But don't think about what you don't want or what you don't like about your current circumstance, because that's what you're going to continue to have. It's literally acting like you are who you want to be and you are where you want to be. I mean, I don't have to act like I'm who I want to be. I've always been very happy to be myself, but sometimes we have to pretend with certain things for it to come into fruition. I think it's giving. Okay, so that is the base. If it's hard for you to just step into the version of yourself that you want to be, or just step into the reality that you want to be in, try to reverse engineer it. So think about yourself in that position and go back on the steps that they took to get there. Instead of starting with the first step, oh, I don't know where to start. Think of yourself already there, and what did they do? And do it now and be it now. Something else that I noticed can happen when you prioritize yourself is certain people who no longer have as much access to your energy and to the nurturing, especially, that you have started to give to yourself, are going to call you selfish or narcissistic or any name, but that's just a sign that they're not getting what they want from you. And if they want to get what they want from you, they have to come correct, because it's not just given out like that anymore. I spent a lot of time last year learning and listening and experimenting, and this year is the year of action for me. I've been taking action, but now it's time to be more consistent with it. And make sure to be gentle with yourself. It's not about making excuses, but it's knowing that even if you fall, you're going to pick yourself back up, and it happens. Because Because once you have the knowledge and you have the self-love, it never goes. Some people around you or some circumstances may try to dim it. But once it's within you, it's always there for you to access. And that's why women like me and other women on the internet who share their own thoughts and experiences are here to remind you, are here for you to remind us. It's like such a beautiful community, and it's full of some of the most beautiful, intelligent, elevated spirits. And I'm really grateful to be able to share and to receive what you guys think. For me, the divine feminine has awakened as a collective. And it should just make you feel that much stronger that there are other people who are embracing themselves and their divine energy the same way you are, who are on the same journey. Because it really brings me reassurance and affirms everything that I'm learning, to see other people living their best life, to see women living their best life. Whenever you see that, you should think, if she can do it, I can do it, but in my own way, in the way that's right for me, and with the things that I like. And just by taking care of yourself, you are helping other women and other people. You are helping any future children. You are helping men who wish to be in your life better themselves or find a path that is more aligned with them if you are not allowing them to enter and experience your energy. Either way, you're helping people around you become a better version of themselves just by taking care of you, not by offering and by trying and, just by, You deserve everything. You are exactly what you need. You have it all within you. All you have to do is claim it. You are divine. You are beautiful. You are worthy. You are so loved, and above all, because you are most loved, you are more loved, you are most loved by yourself. And that is what allows you to be such a beautiful, glowing soul. I will see you soon, and subscribe for more so we can continue to grow together.